Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, it's Regit, and it's time to return to the Sanctuary of Battle Cats, because today it's time for a cough. It's time to return to the Wacky Challenge series. Well, series, whatever you might want to call it. We've done one episode of it, so why not do another? Because on Monday for me, and possibly Sunday for other people, I'm not sure, Walking Dead is returning for the second half of Season 7, so I thought, what better to do than try and make a Walking Dead slot in the Battle Cat. So that's exactly what I've done. And before I go into a coughing fit, I'm going to make a jump cut. So, here's my lineup. It contains, in fact, 10 Walking Dead characters. Well, sort of 9. I'll get to that, but I think we've been more successful in listing out characters than in Train Spotting Challenge. Probably because there are a lot more characters in The Walking Dead, but here they are. So, we have Sheriff Rick Grimes, a Walker, Daryl and his crossbow, Dr. Jana, Father Who'sama What's It, I don't really know because I'm halfway through Series 3, Oscar, Shane, Andrea, your boy the Governor, and of course Negan. So, let's take them into the challenge. Here it is, the challenge battle in block capital letters and a Squirrel. You know what we're going to do? First off, we're going to get Daryl to deal with that Squirrel. Probably come home, roast it for dinner, something like that. And there we go, the Squirrel is gone. That's good, Daryl. Well done. You've done very well there. So next, what we're going to do is we're going to have Hounding behind him, and Negan ready with Lucille in his hand, and then the Governor just to sort of encompass the whole bad leader vibe. And then we're going to have Shane following on behind because he's not all that nice as well. So with the first things we're going to have, we're going to bring up Rick Grimes behind them all, sneakily coming up behind Shane to ultimately cause his demise, and then a Walker behind him because, well, there's always at least one. Not too many in the recent episodes, but at least one. So now I'm going to get another Daryl, Dr. Jana with his negative advice. Well, it all came true anyway, let's be fair. And Father Who'sama What's It, who I don't really know. And then another Walker as well, hot on his tail, but luckily not being able to keep up with them. So, there's been a Muth. Mr. Shane should be quite good against the Muths, as evidenced by that, allowing us to upgrade our working count all the way to max. Now we're just going to have a different fest of all the different stuff that we have. So we've got a massive clump of strange different things. I'm not sure how that would all work. I don't think Oscar ever met Negan really, but I guess now they have. That's the purpose of doing this in Battle Cats, is that we can do things like this. So you might be wondering why I'm not taking it to a real level. Stupidly, to be honest, I took these into Growing Red just to try it out, and I lost miserably. I realised we've got no cat spam units because I couldn't think of what and who they'd represent, really. So, wow, that Assassin Bear really didn't do much. That is quite impressive. Well, there we go. Now, to the dojo. So, here we are. Once again, starting off with a Warning Base, who likes to hit us, and another Squirrel. So we'll do the same thing as before, with Daryl trying to deal with a Squirrel, except this time, there is, of course, a difference. We're not going to gain any monies from killing the enemy, so we've got to be very conservative with what we've got and just be more careful about who we spawn down. So I think behind Daryl we're going to bring out Negan just to sort of hound him, as I said last time, and get him into his best overdrive mode with a determination to succeed and beat these Squirrels while he runs up behind him with a baseball bat. Anyway, we're now going to bring along Shane because why not? He's an angry, delinquent kind of fellow. And there is LeBron. How will he deal with Negan? Shall we have a look? Negan and Daryl at the same time, whacking LeBron with all of their might. But he's not really going anywhere. Much like The Walking Dead itself, except the LeBron is a lot more annoying. Well, I'm sure if we spawn a few more units, we'll be fine. We've got Andrea, Oscar, the Governor. I'm sure we'll be fine. And there we go. LeBron is gone. That's more like it. But of course, no monies from that, so you have to be more conservative. And here is a one horn, a cheeky one horn, and it's dead already. Well, that's alright then. I will take this opportunity to upgrade the working count once, and then sniffy, sniffy, cold, cold, we will get into the rounds of trying to gather an army together as Dark Doges come out in force pretty weak one horns and an angry looking face, as well as another LeBron now. So we're going to give ourselves another walker, a small little herd following towards the face, and that's one face gone, a LeBron gone almost instantly there. I'm going to bring out another Daryl just for support from behind. I feel like the Archer Cat might be slightly insulting to Daryl, but it's the closest thing to a crossbow I could find. Bring out our father who's what's it, and hopefully he can do something, although he's not in his Sanzo form, so I noticed while watching the TV show that he doesn't fly, so that's the reason why he's not in Sanzo form. Walker's running up to the forefront, of course, as usual, not worrying about any danger that's in front of them, just going straight for the head to try and have a nice, tasty dinner. But what will they think about the base? That is the question. Well, they're whacking away at it. There's a one horn. Will it be a slightly stronger one horn? I don't know yet, because there's Dagsons running out in front, and we're out of money once again, so we're going to have to hope that we can do our best. I might use Dr. Jana and Father Who'sma What's It for cat spam, although they're pretty inefficient and expensive for cat spam, but it's the closest that we really have, as well as Sheriff Rick, I guess. But yeah, it seems as if now we might be able to get through the Dagsons. I'm not sure, because we're not getting our monies up very quickly. We've got an Egan running along, so who knows? Maybe you can encourage the Dagsons to go away. And there we go, they're dying already. That's excellent news. Negan comes near anyone, they seem to die anyway. Pretty much replicated entirely in the Battle Cats here. But oh no! He's dead, and it was the base. And now there is a Shadow Boxer K. I feel like this might be too much for our cats, or characters really. Yeah, I feel like maybe Andrea is our only hope with the tankiness. She knocks the Shadow Boxer K back, then gets killed herself. Shane, what can you do for us? Shane and Rick out in the forefront of the battle. Shane knocks the Shadow Boxer K back. He almost gets in another shot, but not quite. He knocks him back and slows him. That's good, but it can't have been Shane. Surely I don't get that. I'm not sure who did that. But anyway, it's not quite dead. It's being knocked back a lot. And keep going. Come on, Shane. Stay alive. Hit the Shadow Boxer K. Come on. Come on. There we go. He's gone. Right, a 40,000 score, which is terrible. But remember that our team isn't exactly geared towards high Cat Claw Dojo scores, so we're doing alright. Next off, I'm going to bring in another Negan Governor, and that's all we've got monies for, so I guess we're just going to have to wait until they hit the base and see what comes out next. I feel like it might be a little much for what cats I have. Okay, so there's another Shadow Boxer K. That may be a little bit of trouble, because again, no cat spam units and no cat spam versus Shadow Boxer K is always a bad idea, but we'll try our best. I mean, we haven't got anything that's specifically great against Shadow Boxer K. I mean, actually I think we do, but I've probably forgotten. Oh, it's Sheriff Rick. That's who's good against Shadow Boxer K. But I still don't think he'll be protected enough. So I think we're going to have the problem of losing. We've knocked him back, which is excellent news. I'm going to save up for another Shane if we can. And hopefully then, we will be alright in defeating this Shadow Boxer K. We haven't got much time left, only 11 seconds. Not too long left now. Shane, do your shots. Come on, try and defeat the Shadow Boxer K before it's too late. Cat Cannon it, that might have ruined my chances anyway. And not quite killed. We have killed it. Oh, just in time. Trial complete, 43,997 score. And with that, that is the end of the Walking Dead challenge. I hope you have enjoyed this. And I challenge you, if you have these same cats, use them in the same forms, try the Cat Claw Dojo, and let me know what kind of score you managed to get with them. And so until then, make sure you play Battle Cats, because the day will come when you won't be. I hope you enjoyed.